Hey guys, just wanted to do a quick video. So we've been working our bums off in the garden today at the Ellenberg Center, and I have so many little helpers today. It's amazing. Just give you a quick peek. There's the garden, and then here's all of our little kids helping out today. About 10 of them. It's been awesome. So Clayton and Renee's son tend to go over to this homeschooler house almost every week and hang out with them while we're cooking and stuff. And this is the first time that that family's come over, so they're over helping out in the garden. So today we're building a little makeshift fence, kind of just to stop the guy cutting the grass from cutting some of the plants, because it's been getting really close to the garden, which I know they're just trying to help with the weeds, but our peas or beans, one of the viney ones, they've been growing out and kind of closer to the grass, so they've been chopping them down. Yeah, so we're gonna make a little makeshift fence. I'm gonna put wood chips all along it to try to help keep the grass down, and also like a little walkway around the garden, as well as we're planting a ton of sunflowers all around the garden too. Yeah, so that was our little check-in today. Hope everyone's having a great day. And in case you didn't know, the food program is taking a break for the next 3 weeks, I believe it is, just to like regroup, focus on the gardens, have some like, crew meetings and stuff like that. So if you do usually come out on Mondays to volunteer, definitely shoot the page a message first just to see what's going down. We'll still most likely be coming out to work on the garden either Mondays or Tuesdays, maybe both days. There is tons of lettuce and spinach growing right now, so I'm excited to take some of that home today. I'm gonna harvest some. Come show you guys actually. Oh, the kids were also making little teepees here. So they're out of the bamboo spikes that I usually get. So this time I got 100% natural bamboo skewers. So there's like probably 10 in there, skewers, 10 for $1.25. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're making the fence out of. And then I'm gonna put twine around it and a net of it to kind of wrap around it, just so that it looks more like a fence instead of a bunch of sticks sticking out of the ground. Right, so yeah, over here today, I painted my garden stakes and brought them here. So there's a couple of those. And then look at this. Oh my god. Lettuce, spinach, got some kale coming up. Awesome. And then over here, this side, we've got all those carrots. Get these rows of carrots. There's some tomatoes in the middle there. Something else we did today, we like transplanted some, so we still have to water. We transplanted a ton of tomatoes today away from over here. Oh, of course, all the tomatoes started growing up right where I planted the peas and beans. So you can see they're starting to flower now. And they were getting sucked right out by tomatoes. Like, they weren't getting any sun. So they were super happy, like flowered as soon as I moved all the tomatoes away from them. And then we planted some kale, because at least the kale won't get crazy tall and take the sun away from them. Yeah, so there's purple kale in there, green kale, tons of tomatoes. And over here, this says Rosso, I don't know, it might be a brand of tomato or lettuce, I have no clue. But we're planting a bunch of those today. We've also planted these guys last week. Don't know what they are. Need Amica for that. And then over here, there's some more purple kale. Love this stuff. Over here, we've planted some onions. So underneath the straw here, there's onion bulbs. So I don't know how those will turn out. We'll see. And then you can see back here is what I was talking about. All of these viney things growing here, which is awesome because they're all growing up the weeds. So they're kind of choking out the weeds. But this is definitely something. So I don't know if it's peas or beans. Pretty sure it's peas. Hopefully not a weed. I don't think so though. I'm almost positive it's one of those plants growing back. Or right, the reason I knew that is because they were all flowering earlier. they had the pretty white flowers out, just like the ones. There they are. Yeah, so you can see the flowers. So because the sun's going down, they've started to close up, but they were all nice, bright, open earlier. Yeah, see? Yeah. So that's garden progress today. Still lots to do. Still got to try to get all these tomato plants back in the ground. Like, there was so many tomato plants popping up right there. And I've done that at home, not knowing. So at least this time I knew to take them all out so that the peas and beans won't get sun choked. And yeah, so we've just got tons to plant. Tons more to get into the ground. Oh, my little asparagus sign over there. It's the only thing I wish that we had a way of knowing, you know, what's pathway and what isn't once we put the chips down, because you don't want people stepping on something like this that just isn't alive right now. Which is funny I say that because I can see a fresh asparagus has popped up that was not there when I planted them. There it is right there. My little asparagus. But yeah, usually they're not growing right now. Oh, there's another one. You know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they are going to grow right now. I thought because I had bought in the crowns that they weren't due to grow until the end of the season, but maybe we will still get a bit. And then they will grow, and we won't pick them to eat. They need to be in the ground for a year or so before you eat them. But you let it grow into the fern, and then it seeds, and then you get a ton more the next year. Which is so funny, I find, about asparagus. Asparagus is pretty expensive when you're going to the store to buy it, but it's actually super cheap, and it expands and lasts for years when you grow it yourself. So if there's something that you want to grow at home to save on money, if you love asparagus, grow asparagus, because you can save a ton of money. Not to mention lettuce. Like, this was, I'd say 3, maybe 4 packs of lettuce seeds. So we're talking maybe $10 worth of seeds that we have put out all over. Okay, so you've got your spinach, your kale, and your lettuce. And if you go to the market and try to buy organically grown lettuce, even if you're buying it in a planter with its roots and also it can keep growing, for like 2 little lettuce heads is like $5 to $10. It's crazy. So yeah, this is why farming your own food, like, it might seem like a waste of time, but honestly it's not at all. And we save so much being able to make our salads with this lettuce versus having to get it at the store, because this is nothing compared to Renee's like massive compost pile full of vegetables. But yeah, so like fresh lettuce right out of the garden. So good. Like, can't beat it. And these are my favorite. So these are little broccolini. They're little broccolini, and you can like eat the flower and taste like broccoli. So good. Alright, I'm done chowing down on the garden. I'm gonna get back to work, help these kids plant a bunch more, and maybe get the string around this fence. Ciao!